promoted the movie from 1964 through 1965. And we went back to the same locations up and down the coast and in Hawaii. And we would do it twice a year to sold out crowds. I'd see people at the theater because I was responsible for everything as far as the presentations and box office and everything. I'd see people who had driven miles to come see the movie again. I'd say, weren't you in our San Diego show? And I'm up in Santa Monica. Yeah, I just love this movie, and I brought my friends with me. And it turned out that people were following this movie. It was like just incredible. The results were just beyond belief. And so I took the movie back with me to show to a couple of distributors, national distributors like Paramount, Columbia, made arrangements to show them the movie and told them how great we had been, so successful. Anyhow, I got there, showed them the movie, and it was like pulling teeth. Nobody's responding. It's just terrible. Just, well, yeah, you need some bikini-clad girls in there. You need this, and you need some sexy poster, with the girls in bikinis and all that. And I said, that's not the type of movie it is. And said, well, and actually, we don't think it'll go any more than about 10 minutes from the water. Sure, our surfers will come and see it, and maybe even on the East Coast it might go, but, that's just for basically, if it goes well, it probably, 10 minutes from the ocean, that'd be it. Well, I was really disgruntled. So I got on the plane coming back, and I just was really bummed by the whole thing. And I thought to myself, well, yeah, maybe they're right. Maybe this won't go. So I'm looking at the airline map that shows all the flights that the airline takes. And in the middle of the United States, and I've got it all open and hitting the guy next to me. And I said, look at this, Wichita, Kansas. That's the middle of the United States, right? Yeah, I guess so. I just said, that's where I ought to show this thing. I'll show these guys. Anyway, they finally rented me a theater in Wichita, Kansas. The day of the opening, one of the worst snowstorms Wichita seen in a long time hit Wichita, Kansas. I'm in my hotel room, and there's snow coming down, stacked up on the window. So I got to the theater, and when I got there, I couldn't believe it. Here's a marquee with icicles hanging off of it, and it says, The Endless Summer. And I looked down, and it's like a foot of snow, and people are standing in line around the block to see this movie that no one had ever heard about. The only way they heard about it was through my promotion of the movie and my radio commercials, and it had no actors in it that anybody knew about, and here they are lined up around the block. And I'm just going, holy moly, this is great. I go in and I introduce the movie to the audience and say, ladies and gentlemen, everyone, we're testing this movie to see if we should spend more money to distribute it nationally. And if you don't like it, please tell us, because we don't want to spend any more money than we already have. And the people were, and by the way, all the people were just middle-aged, just regular, no surfers in the audience, that's for sure. The results of that first week, I sold out every night out of a movie that no one had ever heard of, got tremendous comments, held it over, and in the last moment to another week, did the same thing by using just radio to say we've been held over. We outgrossed at the time My Fair Lady and The Great Race, who were the top hits at the time. I went back to New York to the same distributors that had turned me down, thinking they would be, oh gosh, well, okay, you proved it. It's gonna go in the middle of the United States, absolutely. Well, turns out they said it was a fluke. Sorry, that was just a fluke. What else do Wichitans have to do in the middle of winter but go to a movie about whatever, surfing, anything? Came back with that just totally bummed out about that news, and but it was a motivation for Bruce and I, because that success, we realized that it had potential. And so we decided in that moment, in early 1966 winter, we decided to do it ourselves. I had never done national distribution. I had never done anything except what more could it be? How difficult could it be? I mean, we're doing it here, we could do it nationally. Where in June of 1966, I did the world premiere of The Endless Summer, and it turned out to be, and I had to contact all the reviewers, of course. So it's a whole different story when you're doing a movie about, local stuff to national. And I got all the reviewers there, and it turned out they loved it, and it became an incredible hit for everybody. Every single critic raved about the movie. And Cinema 5, the other distributors came to our hotel room and tried to buy the movie, but they all wanted to change the promotion, the poster, and everything. And Cinema 5, Don Rugoff came to the theater, to the Taft Hotel Theater in New York, and he said, "You know what? I'd like to distribute this movie, but I insist upon the fact that you use the exact same poster, promotion, and everything you did here for New York City, and I want him, or Paul Atlan, to do all the openings of the movie." Well, Bruce and I are sitting there going, yes, 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 that's great. And that's how we basically, Cinema 5 bought the distribution rights from Bruce and myself to distribute the movie throughout the United States and Canada, and then eventually worldwide through Columbia. But the fact is, they insisted, Don Rugoff insisted that I open the movie in each major city of the United States and Canada, which was perfect. And that's what I did, just like I did it back in California and Hawaii.